wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. जी नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद. I'm on my way to Nuneaton at Maulana Yunus Khalifa. So I'm having to teach Maqaamat today whilst I'm traveling. My friend Ahmed Karanji is driving and I will teach from here. Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. The old man upon whom there was an accusation of deceiving his father-in-law by saying that he is very rich, is brought in front of the Qazi and is allowed to defend himself. So singing his poetry. Yesterday he said that I am a very noble person from a noble family. Saruj and Ghassan are where I come from, and my mashghala has been education, and I used to compose poetry and speeches, and this was my line of work. I would dive deep into the oceans and bring pearls and string them, and I would take words which are like silver, but when I mold them, they become gold. Now we move on to وَكُنْتُ مِنْ قَبْلُ أَمْتَدِي نَشَبًا بِالْأَدَبِ الْمُقْتَنَى وَأَحْتَلِبُ. Now, formerly, I used to draw forth wealth by the literacy which I had earned, and I would milk by it. Amtari imtara yamtari imtiraan mara yamri mariyan mara dar'a ki maana than ko dabana, to press the udder to get the milk out. To amtari nashaban, I would acquire and draw forth, rub and take, extract. Nashaban, nashiba yanshabu, nashaban literally means atak jana, latak jana, to connect. So since mal and wealth is connected to the heart, and we have close connection with our mal, and everybody loves mal, that's why mal is called nashab. So from before, I used to acquire mal bil adab al muqtana, through the adab which I had gathered. Al adab, adab here, ilmul adab, literacy. Al muqtana, iqtana yaqtani iqtinaan, ke maana hasil karna. So al muqtana means al muktasab. And ahtalibu, halaba yahlubu halaban, दूध निकालना. इhtलबा के माना भी दूध निकालना. वो अhtalibu, I would take the milk out through it. ويمتطي أخمصي لحرمته مراتبا ليس فوقها رتب. And the sole of my feet, due to their dignity, would mount and ride and climb on such maratib and ranks above which there are no ranks. Imtata yamtati, mata yamti, matiyatun jama mataya means sawari, to ride. Akhmusi, my talwe, batinul qadam. Lihurmatihi, yani liihtiramihi, because of the respect which I had earned. So My souls, due to their dignity and respect, would ride and climb on maratiban laysa fawqaha rutabu, such maratib and ranks above which there are no ranks. Rutabu, plural of rutbatun. وطالما زفت الصلات إلى ربعي فلم أرض كل من يهب. And many times gifts were brought to my house, but I would not be happy to accept every person's gift. طالما, طال means طال يطول طولا لمبا هنا, or ما is كافة عن العمل. زفت الصلات زف يزف زفا كمعنى to drive, हाँकना, ले जाना. زفت المرأة إلى زوجها كمعنى उसकी रुखसती हो गई. She was sent to her husband's house. So زفت كمعنى taken. And silat is plural of silatun. Wasala yasilu means to join. And silatun means hadiya, because hadiya and gift joins the heart. Small gift softens a person, and it connects the hearts and connects people. This is why hadith says tahadu tahabu. Give gifts to one another, your love for one another will increase. So many times the gifts were brought ila rab'i, to my house. Rab'un means a place where Mausime Rabi' is spent, spring. We call it holiday home. Rich people have holiday homes in other parts of the country or other parts of the world. Falam arda kulla man yahabu, I would not be happy with every gifter. فاليوم من يعلق الرجاء به أكسد شيء في سوقه الأدب. But today, that person with whom our hopes can be connected, the most slackest thing in his market is ilmul adab and literacy. فاليوم, now today, من يعلق الرجاء به عليق يعلق علقا علاقة, to connect, and raja उम्मीद. आ तो टोल पट्टी ले जाए जो ट्राई करे जो हमें बतावे कितनी मिनट में फर्क से. Raja means ummid, the one with whom our raja and hope can be connected. شيء في سوق الأدب كسد يكسد كسادا, कि माना छोटा होना और न चलना, to be slack. The most khoti cheese and the slackest thing which is useless and not being sold in the market. The worst thing, the useless thing which nobody pays attention to in the market, nobody buys it in the market, is al-adabu. People don't pay attention to adab. Literacy is gone. Like today, literacy is gone. People don't want to learn. People don't want to study. And people don't want to pay attention. Even libraries are closing down. In libraries, nobody goes. Before, people used to go to the library and read books, but nobody now wants to read any books whatsoever. They just want to spend time on games and useless stuff. That I used to earn money through my literacy and through my ilmul adab, but today the most slackest thing and useless thing unsold in the bazaar of uh, literacy bazaar is al adab. لا عظ أبنائه يصان ولا يرقب فيهم إل ولا سبب. The honor of Ashabul Adab is not mahfuz, not protected. And there is no regard in people for their relationship nor for their alliance and connection. La عِرْضُ أَبْنَائِهِ يُصَانُ. La is connected to yusan. And the sentence is La yusanu irdu abnaihi. Sana yasunu saunan means hifazat karna, to protect. And irz means honor, mafakhir, the things which a person prides in and takes them to be of pride. And abna over here means ashab. Yani abna'ul adab. La yusanu irdu abna'il adab, ashabil adab. The honor of and the dignity of Ashabul Adab is not mahfuz. Nobody honors them, nobody respects them. وَلَا يُرْقَبُ فِيهِمْ. And among Ashabul Adab, there is no regard for their relationship. Illun, ya bimana alun ke hai. Al ke mana relationship, connection. And Raqaba Yarqubu ke mana nigrani karna, to look after. There, there is no regard for their relationship. Wala sababu, sabab means connection, nor for their connection and alliance. Sabab is used for rasti and rope as well, and from there comes asbab, means. So their connection, there is no regard for their connection and alliance, nor for their relationship. كأنهم في عراصهم جيف يبعد من نتنها ويجتنب. They in their courtyards are like dead corpse, from the smell of which people distance and withdraw. كأنهم يعني كأن أصحاب الأدب, أصحاب الأدب, men of literacy, are like في عراصهم جيف, كأنهم جيف في عراصهم. Iras is plural of arasatun, and arasatun means courtyard, maidan, and jiyaf is plural of jifatun. كأنهم جيف في عراسهم في ميدانهم, as though they are dead corpses in their courtyards. يبعد من نتنها ويجتنب, from whose stench people withdraw and refrain and turn aside. Natrun kimana badbu, stench, foul smell. And ijtanaba, parhezi karna. فحار لبي لما منيت به من الليالي وصرفها عجب. Now my akal and dimagh is hayran and confounded, bewildered, due to that which have been tested with from the hawadith and masa'ib, and wasarfuha ajabu, and uh, their changing and tasarrufat are strange. حار يحار حيرة, بمعنى حيران, परेशान हो जाना, to be bewildered, confounded. And لب جمع الباب, العقل الخالص من شوب الهوى is called لب. This is why إن في ذلك لآيات لأولي الألباب. Ulul albab comes in the Quran many times. لما منيت به, मना यमनु मनवन के माना टेस्ट करना, पीछे आया था वममनुवन बिमुख्तालिन व मुख्तालिन व मुख्ताली. तो लिमा मुनीतु बिही, I was tested with the trials, so my aqal is now hayran and parishan for that with which I have been tested, meaning min al-layali. Ma is mubayyan, min al-layali min bayaniya, min al-layali, layali plural of laylatun. And people would relate the hawadis and masa'ib and calamities to time, days and nights. Sometimes they call calamities al-ayyam, the times. Sometimes they call them al-layali, the nights. So the nights meaning the masa'ib and the calamities with which I was tested. وصرفها عجب, صرف صرف يصرف صرفا के माना हेरा फेरी करना, to turn things around. And the changing and the turning around of the nights and the zamana is ajib and surprising, strange. وضاق ذرعي لضيق ذات يدي وساورتني الهموم والكرب. And my heart is tight and straightened due to the tightness of my mal and um, worries and grief overpower me, assail me. ضاق يضيق ضيقا كما tang hona, to be tight. ذرع means sina. Um, um, कुरान शरीफ में भी है ना. وضاق بهم ذرعا وقال هذا يوم عصيب ويضيق صدري ولا ينطلق لساني وضاقت عليهم الأرض بما رحبت. So my zar is used for chest, body, strength. So my heart, my mind, my body has become straightened and tightened due to the tightness of Zatul Yad. Zatul Yad is kinaya from mal, because mal is acquired by hand and mal is also acquired and spent by hand as well. So mal is Zatul Yad, the one which is connected to the hands. So my heart was tightened and strictened due to the tightness of my mal. وَسَاوَرَتْنِي الْهُمُومُ وَالْكُرَبُ, and worries and griefs overpowered me. Sawarat ke mana ghalib aa jana. And al-humum plural of hammun, kurab plural of karbun. So humum and kurab, gham, pareshani, tension, worries, anxieties, and grief and sadness has overpowered me. وقادني دهر المليم إلى سلوك ما يستشينه الحسب. And my zamana and time, which is full of blame, dragged me towards taking that path which honor deems base. قاد يقود قيادة के माना क़ियादत करना, खींचना, to pull. दहर जमाना, al-mulim yani zatul lawm, zul lawm. My zamana and my time, which is full of blame, pulled me towards suluk. Salaka yasluku sulukan ke mana rasta ikhtiyar karna, to take that path, to take the path yastashinuhu al-hasabu, which hasab and sharafat and honor deems to be base. Shana yashinu shaynan kimana ebdar hona. To be base, to be bad. And istashana means ebdar or bura, manna bura samajna. तो वो रास्ता जिसको शराफत बुरा समझती है, उसकी इख्तियार करने की तरफ मैं मजबूर हो गया. فبعت حتى لم يبق لي سبد ولا بتات إليه أنقلب. So I sold what? Her goods which she had brought in Jahiz. I sold until lam yabqali sabadun. I had nothing left with me. Wala batatun, nor any provisions, tosha, ilayhi anqalibu, to which I can resort and turn. Lam yabqali sabadun. In muhawara they say fulanun ma lahu sabadun wala labadun. Sabad is normally used for uh, uh, hair and wool. So he has no wool, meaning no sheep, nor any hair, meaning goat, meaning he has nothing left with him. So I sold until there did not remain with me anything at all, nor any tosha. Batatun, battayabittu battan, kimana katana. So batat, that thing with which you can cut your journey and your travel, meaning toshe safar. Some sandwiches, fruit, biscuits, crisp, drink, water, with which your safar can be made easy, is called batat. So I sold her stuff until nothing was left in me, nor any tosha to which I can turn and go. Anqalibu, inqalaba, palatna, to turn. ودنت حتى أثقلت سالفتي بحمل دين من دونه العتب. I took debt from friends until I burdened my neck by carrying uh, so much debt that behind it was ruin and destruction. Iddana yaddanu iddiyanan ke mana qarz lena, to take debt. Asqala yusqilu isqalan means bhari karna, bojal kar dena, to make heavy. And salifatun sawalif, gardan, neck. So I took loan from my friends until I burdened my neck by carrying a debt behind it is destruction. ثم طويت الحشا على صغب خمسا فلما أمضني الصغب. Then I wrapped my intestines on hunger for 5 days. But when the hunger scorched me, طويت طيا لبيتنا, to roll up, to wrap up. الحشاء कि माना अटरियां, intestines. अला सगबिन, सगीब यसगबु सगबन कि माना भूखा रहना. So I wrapped up my intestines and rolled them with hunger for 5 days and nights. فلما أمضني, أمض يمد إمضادا कि माना to scorch and to heat up and to burn. الصغب, when the hunger burnt me and scorched me, لم أر إلا جهازها عرضا أجول في بيعه وأضطرب. I could not see any goods except her jahiz, her as saman, and I went around in selling it, and I was bechain and mustarib and shaking while selling it. لم أرى إلا جهازها عرضا. عرضا is connected to لم أرى, and لم أرى عرضا إلا جهازها. I did not see any saman, anything except her jahiz. I had nothing. And أجول في بيعه, jihaz, جهز يجهز تجهيزا means to prepare. From there, jihaz and jahiz. Jahiz is used in Urdu as well. When a person marries his daughter, he gives her some saman to take with her. Sometimes they give, microwave, washing machine, bed, and other furniture, so she can live comfortably. That's called jahiz. So I could not see any saman in my house except her jahiz, what her father had given her. Now, ajulu fi bay'ihi, I went around selling it, was taribu, and I was shaking whilst I was selling it. Jala yajulu jawlan jawlanan mean ghumna, and istaraba yastaribu ki mana to shake. So I was shaking, shivering whilst I was selling it. فجلت فيه والنفس كارهة والعين عبرا والقلب مكتئب. I went around selling it whilst my nafs was hating it, and my eyes were flowing with tears, and my heart was saddened. جعل يجول جولا جولانا غمنا فيه يعني في بيعه فجلت في بيعه. والنفس كارهة, my nafs hated it. كره يكره كراهة كراهية, to dislike. والعين عبرة, and my eyes were full of tears. والقلب مكتئب, and um, my heart was ghamgeen and grieved and saddened. وما تجاوزت إذ عبثت به حد التراضي فيحدث الغضب. And I did not exceed the limit of mutual happiness when I um, I ex- I pass um, I did that useless act with it, so that any anger be risen. Ma tajawaz to, tajawaz tajawazu, आगे बढ़ जाना, to exceed. And the maf'ul is حد التراضي. ما تجاوزت حد التراضي إذ عبثت به. I did not exceed the limit of mutual consent. تراضى يتراضى تراضيا, rida and pleasure of both parties. meaning she was happy with it. When I took her permission, I did not sell her stuff without asking her. I consented, I asked her, she consented, and she was happy. إذ عبست به عبس يعبس عبسا عبيس يعبس عبسا कि माना बेकार काम करना, to do something which is futile. أفحسبتم أنما خلقناكم عبثا وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون. So when I did that action which is uh, not good and not worthy and base, I did not exceed the limit of mutual happiness, so that فَيُحْدَثَ الْغَضَبُ, for you, fa is for result, so that it should result in an anger. Why is she angry now? I asked her permission. I took her permission. I didn't force her to sell it. فإن يكن غاضها توهمها أن بناني بالنظم تكتسب. बस फई यकुन गाजा से कल पढ़ लेना, अभी जितना पढ़ा इसका तर्जुमा कर लो. बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. वकुन्तु मिन क़ब्लु अमतरी नशबन बिल अरबिल मुक़तना व अहतलिबु. Now, formerly, I used to draw forth wealth with the literacy which I have acquired, and I would milk people. ويمتطي أخمصي لحرمته مراتبا ليس فوقها رتب. And the soles of my feet would ride because of their dignity on such high ranks above which there are no ranks. وطالما زفت الصلات إلى ربعي فلم أرض كل من يهب. And many times gifts were brought to my house, but I was not happy with every gifting person. فاليوم من يعلق الرجاء به أكثر شيء في سوقه الأدب. But today, the one with whom any hope is connected, the slackest thing in his bazaar is ilmul adab. The honor of the ashabul adab, men of literacy, is not protected, and there is no regard among people for their relation being relative, nor for any alliance and connection. They, in their maidan and courtyard, are like dead corpses. People distance from their stench and stay away. Now, my akkal is Heran due to that for which I have been tested with from the Hawadisi Zamana, and the changing of the nights and the Hawadis is strange. My heart is tightened due to the tightness of my wealth, and anxieties and worries have overpowered me. And my time, which is full of blame, has pulled me towards taking that route which is debased by honor. So I sold, meaning her stuff, until I had nothing left. Sorry, I sold my stuff until I had nothing left, nor any provisions to which I could turn. And I took death. I burdened my neck by carrying death, behind which is destruction. Then I rolled up my intestines on hunger for 5 nights, but when hunger scorched me, I could not see any saman except her jahez, and I would go around selling it whilst my nafs hid, and my eyes were full of tears, and my heart was saddened. And when I did that useless thing with her saman, I did not exceed the limit of mutual agreement, so that she may be angry today. बस आगे फही यकुन गाजा, we'll read tomorrow inshallah. Okay. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. याद करके आना.